Hi Jill, what brings you in here today?
Well, I've just been having some roommate problems. I live in a sorority house, so like I have to share rooms, and I just wanted to talk to somebody about it.
Okay, so how many roommates do you have?
2, so there's 3 of us. I'm in a 3-person room.
Okay, so is it just difficult living, like trying to work around each other with 3 girls living there?
Yeah, well, I mean, it can be difficult, like no matter what, just like living in the same room, as somebody.
Right.
But I live with one girl. I live with one girl. I lived with I've lived with the last 2 semesters, and then the other girl, she's like a year younger than us, and she didn't really have anyone to live with, so she like came in with us, and we thought it would be fine, but it's just been like a disaster.
Okay, so the girl that you've lived with before, everything is fine, and it's just adding this new roommate that has kind of caused the conflict?
Yeah.
So what kind of things have you guys been experiencing?
Well, okay, she's like really, really inconsiderate about things. Like in the mornings, whenever she has an earlier class than us, like she'll just wake up and she'll just like slam her drawers, and it will wake us all up. And like she's been sick for like this past month, and she's just coughs everywhere and doesn't cover her mouth, and she'll just like start coughing, and then she'll even wake us up with her coughs. And she's always turning the lights on in the morning whenever we're still sleeping, and she's like just being loud all the time and just bugging us.
Yeah, so is this something that has been happening recently, or has this, since you guys have been roommates, has this always been something that's happened?
In the beginning it wasn't bad, cause like she moved in like a couple weeks last semester, and like everything was fine. It was kind of new to us, and everything was fine. And like we still like get along with her okay, but it's just been like recently, like she's pretty wild too, so like she's always like in and out and just like waking us up all the time. So it's pretty recently that this has been happening.
Okay. So do you guys have you talked to the other roommate about maybe a way to kind of address these issues, or?
Yeah, we've talked about it, but we don't want to make her feel bad, because we have to live with her the rest of the semester, and we don't want to lose her friendship. So like we've kind of confronted her a few times about things, but it didn't really go well, and we've been trying to think of like a way to like confront her without her like getting mad at us and not wanting to like be with us anymore.
So from what I'm hearing, is it like you're thinking that you want to maintain a friendship with her,
Yeah.
but you don't want this to kind of get in the way?
Yeah, because like she's still really great, and we don't want to like break our friendship with her. But some of the things that she's doing are just we're not confronting her about it, but they're just driving us like crazy, and we don't want to like ruin our friendship with her.
Do you feel like it would make you maybe feel better, or do you think that you would rather just avoid a conflict for a little bit instead of rather than confronting her? Or
Yeah. Well, I don't want to. I don't want to like start a conflict with her, but me and my other roommate, we really talked about like confronting her, because we want like things to get better about it.
Right.
But I just don't know if she's going to take it very well, because sometimes we have kind of confronted her about like the being sick thing, because she actually got my other roommate sick.
Oh, wow.
But my roommate's now she's over it, but she's kind of getting sick again. So we kind of confronted her about maybe not coughing out loud, covering her mouth, and she just doesn't take things very well. She is very defensive about everything.
Right.
So we just don't want to lose our friendship with her, but we want her to know the things that are bothering us.
What do you think would be the best way to handle it, because she's so defensive? What do you think? How do you think you guys should approach that, really?
Well, I guess we haven't really sat down and talked to her.
Mm-hmm.
We've just kind of said comments here and there about covering your mouth, or please, or don't slam your drawers, because she wakes us up. So I guess maybe if we sat her down and was hey, we don't want to make this ruin our friendship, but we just want you to know some of the things that you've been doing have really been bothering both of us, instead of one of us confronting her. Maybe that would help.
And is this the first time you've ever experienced anything like this?
Yeah, because I'm a junior now, And so I've lived in a house for 2 years. Well, this is my 4th semester, and I lived in a 5-girl and 2 4-girls, and I've never had any problems with
Right,
any
so
of my
this is all
roommates.
new to you.
Yeah, so this is all new. Like, I've never had to deal with any of my roommates like being upset with me or being inconsiderate. Like, I've been really lucky with like all my roommates being really great.
Right.
So this is the first time I've ever had to deal with like somebody like bothering me.
Right. Well, we're all out of time today, so thank you.
Okay, thank you.